This is probably where I should say hello. Hi YouTube! So, yeah, again, it's been a while since I updated my vlog. Well, it's been summer and of course there's been a lot of things going on in my life. I've been moving. I've been in Los Angeles for almost 3 weeks. I graduated from the Swedish high school, and if you want to see my graduation hat, this is what Swedish graduation hat looked like. Yes, it says my name. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to wear it throughout the video. And yeah, well, and inside it's the Swedish flag. And then of course there's no color, so I guess that's not interesting. Well, if I take the moving part first, I moved to a new town where I've never lived before. It's about 3 hours from my birth town, where I've lived all my life, my hometown. And so this is pretty exciting, because I got applied to the college that I wanted to go to. And so yeah, I'm starting at a new college. But the college is like an hour from here, so I still have to take the train every day, but I don't mind. I got applied to my dream college. Yay! So yeah, it's a great new beginning for a new life as a grown-up. I don't want to grow up. And yeah, I went to Los Angeles for 3 weeks. And since I live in Europe, America is really long from here, and especially Los Angeles. It's like across the planet. So it was a really big deal. And yeah, I hate flying, so a bit nervous. And it was my first time ever to fly on my own. I wasn't alone, I was with a friend of course. But still, it's like a huge step into the grown-up world. And it's a long flying, long flying of course, like 14 hours. And yeah, it was like flying through time, I guess, since I flew from here like noon to England, from Sweden to England, and then to take a plane from London to Los Angeles, which took a long time. I wasn't that scared, but the food sucked. Of course. It was so cool because I've never like flown that far before, so it was a bigger plane than usual. I've only traveled like inside Europe, and so it was really nice that every like passenger had an own TV. And when I've flown before, there's like been this really few TVs where you have to like be really tall to see what's actually going on the movies, but it was so great that we had like our own TVs where we could choose new movies, and some of the movies wasn't even released here in Europe at that time, so that was good for like my fear. And when I finally got there, I was exhausted of course, but we did a lot of things of course. We went to the beach a lot, and well, it was really bad since the first day I accidentally burned my skin. I was a tomato. It was a little bit embarrassing, but then they will actually notice I was a tourist. Yeah, I was really red. Of course it like got off and I got brown after like a week and a half. So yeah, the first week and a half was like really embarrassing. But we did other stuff too. Me and my friend got a lot of shopping done. We bought new clothes. That was great. It was really good, like just walking around in Los Angeles and Santa Monica Pier, and of course other stuff. And we saw celebrities, and we set really hoped for it. I remember before we traveled, we just like one little celebrity. It could be anyone. On the airport in Sweden, we actually saw one of the Swedish Idol jury members. That was really funny. And then on the airport in London, Heathrow, we saw Ron Howard from Happy Days. And we also saw Grace and Chance. And we saw, I remember Santa Monica Pier, we saw Libby from Lost, and I was, oh my god, since I got all the seasons of Lost on DVD, so that was really big actually. I don't remember every celebrity we saw, but I remember that me and my friend sat and had a pizza slice, and then this really hot guy went past us, and my friend was like, "Didn't you see who that was?" And I was like, "What? Well, oh my god, it was Kellen Lutz from Twilight! And I was like, no, it wasn't. And then he walked past us again with like a tank top, and you could see like his muscle, and I was like, oh my god, it was him! And I'm not a huge Twilight fan anymore. I was when I was like 16. But now when it got like this big, commercialized, it's not that funny when it's like this big now. So it's kind of like wear off, but it was really funny that we actually saw Kellen Lutz. It's pretty big actually. And we probably ate like hamburgers every day. And I mean every day. And the funny part is that we didn't even get sick of it. So it was really funny. Milkshakes and hamburgers every day. The American dream. We went to Universal Studios. That was probably like one of the best days that I had in Los Angeles because it was really funny. I mean, the Simpsons ride was just hilarious, and the Mummy, of course. I didn't actually like the Jurassic Park ride because, well, it said you might get wet or something like that before, and I was like, oh, a few drops might be fun. And of course, the ride just broke down in the middle of the sun. It was really hot and burning, and I felt like I was going to pass out, but then it started to move again. And of course, just before it's over, a waterfall comes. Like a shower. I mean, I was completely wet. I hated it because I don't like getting that wet. I don't think that I've ever got that wet during a ride anywhere, and so, yeah. Not cool. Not cool. It was a great day, and I remember that me and my friend went through the haunted house like 6 or 7 times, I guess. And the great part about the haunted house was like when you got inside, but not inside the like the scary part, there was like this show. They like showed this great stuff from like all the props from My Soul to Take. If you haven't seen that movie, you should, because it's awesome. And I got like all ecstatic. I was like, oh my god, that's the shirt they wore, and that's the pants, oh my god. The shoes. Those Converse shoes was actually on the actor in My Soul to Take. Yeah, I guess it was a little bit goofy, but it was really cool. Inside the house, it was really dark at first, so my friend just hold tight to me, and then I could feel like someone behind me, but I thought that it was like, oh, it's just some random person behind me, just as scared as I am. And then I looked around, it was like this really tall dude with this really like messed up hair, and then I realized that it was like one of the ghosts that walk around and scare people, and he was like walking really close to me, and I was like, oh my god! It was really funny because me and my friend just love horror movies, so this was awesome. We're like horror freaks. I think the worst part was actually like the psycho lady. So if you've been to the haunted house in Universal Studios, you probably know which one I mean. She, or probably he, since it was like this really large woman with this knife, and you can see like this sheet, and then you can see like this finger just... Yeah, it was like really scary, and then you can hear like this psycho music. Sorry for that. Really bad impersonation of the psycho, but... And then like from nowhere suddenly she just moved the sheets and come out with his knife, and I was screamed so bad. And like the last time we went through the haunted house, she just stand and just pointed her finger at me like... And I was so scared, it was... Ugh. Yeah, it was awesome. In Hollywood, by the way, we got to meet Freddy Krueger and Jason, and I will probably like upload just a few pictures that we had with me, and I just call him my boyfriend now. I just call Freddy Krueger my boyfriend, since we had a really good picture. So I just put it right there in the ending probably. So yeah, I hope that I talk to you soon, and I hope that you enjoy my Peter Pan head, and that you will go to Los Angeles maybe one day. Either way, have a good life. Bye.